All right. Hello there. Cool. I got Instagram working today. And that doesn't always happen, but here we are. So thank you for joining. If this is your first time, I'm Amy Chesery, and I'm the author and illustrator of Coloring Book of Shadows. And today I'm going to be coloring in Bold and Easy Magic by me with alcohol markers, mostly Ohuhu brand, and then I have a couple Copics too that I bought to replace some of the colors that I use the most. And yeah, if this is your first time, these are mostly, I call them meditative coloring sessions or chill coloring sessions. So they're typically instruction free, although sometimes I do explain a little bit about what I'm doing. But the point is more to create a space and time where we get together and relax and enjoy some of the benefits of doing art without pressure. And we try our best not to judge ourselves as we go or judge the outcome. And it's really not about that. It's about just taking the time to enjoy the benefits of art, slowing your mind down, mind, body, spirit connection, and watching the color go down on the paper, taking a little break, slowing down, and all that good stuff. So I saw a quote today attributed to Claude Monet, which I believe is true. I didn't verify, but it said his advice to young painters or artists was to paint often for as long as you can and to not be afraid of painting badly. And I think the same applies to coloring. Don't be afraid of it looking not great. It's not the point, and the only way to improve your skills is to get through it. So I am working on this section where I'm kind of alternating green, orange, and purple. Green, orange, and purple. This is the one I did last week. It totally reminds me of like, I don't know, the brownies, like the Girl Scouts. It's maybe not how I had it planned out in my mind, but it has its own kind of vibe to it. And I really like it. It's cute, it's quaint. It reminded me of being a brownie, which I was back in the day. So anyway, today I am continuing with this page, and I'm going to do purple with the same colors that I've been using for this entire section. Some of the purples and maybe some of these accent colors for the items. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have much of a plan in mind other than to the purple. And yes, I'm using alcohol markers, which totally bleed through. So this is like what one of the back sides of the page just looks like. So I have a bunch of scrap paper, a couple pieces of scrap paper underneath, single-sided book. And you can I forgot to put the scrap paper on while I was doing some of the orange, so I have a little bit of bleed through. And that's what will happen if you forget to put paper underneath. So try to remember. And yeah, so let us continue. Hi there, Freebirds and Carissa. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Questions about magic, questions about coloring, I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about. Otherwise, I will just get into it. And sometimes I chit chat, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like to talk about really random things. This is definitely pink, not purple, but it will look, this is just the base. It's the same color I used for the other page. It was purple. I really love this color. Like, I would like to paint a room or a few walls in this shade. We will see. Talk my husband into that one. He's a pretty colorful guy, so he might. Hi, Julia. How are you? Oh my goodness. I know, like a full book flip when I finish this whole book. I was just thinking about that as I was flipping through this morning or whenever this afternoon. I've done a lot of pages in this book. It's kind of getting up there. I think there's like 20-ish more to go though, so it'll take me a half a year. Maybe by the summer solstice. That will be really exciting. And there's a couple pages in here that I really almost like wanted to redo them, like print out new ones and tape them in. But I think I'm just gonna let them go, let them be. You know, they are what they are, and they're growing on me over time. Just the way it is, right? Don't be afraid of painting badly or doing art badly. Something that's been on my mind a bit lately. Kristen asked, do the digital versions let you color them digitally? You totally can, yeah. So I sell them in PDF. And you can also get these free in a mini version in PDF, in printable PDF. If you sign up for Grimoire Club on my website, you get the same art in a little teeny tiny printable, foldable book version for free. But then I also sell this larger size book in a PDF. And yes, you can color that however you like. So you could color it digitally, put it in Procreate, or however you like to color digitally. And there are, if you've never done that before, it's not too old. It's actually quite simple if you know how to use layers. You put the black line work on the bottom layer, and then you put the layer you color on over it and set it to multiply, I believe. And then it won't color over the lines. It will like leave the lines. And you can find tutorials. Like if you don't exactly know how to do that, there's lots of tutorials online on how to do that. But it's really not, it's not too difficult. So like you won't have to worry about coloring over the lines. Unless you want to color over the lines, and then go for it. So yeah, you can color it digitally, or you can print them out and use markers or whatever. And then I sell them this as paperbacks too, which is what I'm using. And we're joined by Toad here today. My kitty Toad is with us. He's watching the rainfall. We don't get a lot of rain where I live, so it's kind of nice. All right, looking good. Just chill. I'm really enjoying using the same color scheme on the whole section. I like how the colors are working together, and I like the continuity between pages. And sure, it also makes it a little easier to get started on a new page because I don't have to think about which colors to pick. I already have it picked out. So it's working for me to keep that consistency. Thanks, Kristen. You like the planner this year? Me too. It's so cute. it's kind of exciting to me because like you're just getting into it and there's so much more to explore, but I've already started on 2027. So that's kind of exciting for me. I will tell you the theme soon, but I'm not quite ready yet to share it. It's going to be really cool though. I think it's going to be super cool. Hard to beat last year because I love the witchy home and garden theme. Oh my God, so cute. But I'm going to keep a lot of the same elements because honestly, that's kind of my favorite. It's the theme is going to be new, but I love like tea kettles and cozy witchy home, cozy witchy type things. So I'm going to try to keep that flavor and those elements and then just put it over a new theme. But it will be different. Different spell work and all different art. I'm really trying to, some of the things I haven't done, like I drew a bunch of new candles and stuff like that. So that should be cool. Okay, I think that's good for that. I did something fun today. Kristen is using some colored pencils from the 70s, dude. That's awesome. That were your dad's. That's the nicest thing about colored pencils, to be quite honest, is they last forever. They're not going to dry out. They last for years and years and years. But some of the ones I've had for 10 years now. Because did you know it is the 10-year anniversary of Coloring Book of Shadows? That's right. September will be 10 years that I got laid off from my corporate job. And I was like, oh shit, I need to come up with a plan. I had already started the first Coloring Book of Shadows at that time. I was about halfway done with it. But I really had to speed up the process. And I released my first one in October, like just before Halloween. So that's the official 10-year anniversary. It's kind of cool. It seems short, it seems long. And it's wild that I'm a decade older, to be quite honest. But here I am. I was saying I did something fun today. I refilled my first Copic marker. It was very easy. So most of my Ohuhus have lasted pretty long. These parchment colors that I use like over and over are the only ones that are kind of running out of ink. Because I just use them like on every single page. I really like to make this parchment type background. So. Hi, Toad. There's my Toad. Oh, your grandfather's colored pencils. That's even more awesome. And special. So I'm not worrying too much about making this even, but it is looking pretty even once it dries out. It's not too bad, pretty good. I don't know. I don't stress out on that too much with markers. Like if it's a little streaky, I'm okay with it. I feel like you just gotta go quick and sort of be in control of your marker, like let it flow without thinking too hard. And just go quickly. Okay. That's looking good. Let's see, where's my second darkest color? No. I should have refilled the marker live so you could watch next time. Too much pressure. Maybe that would be part of the entertainment for you. Watch me sweat as I do something new live on camera. That might be a bit too much. Toady, what's up? You want to go out? Okay. Hey, Toady. Okay. I'll be out in a little bit. Why don't you go out? Come on. I'll be out soon. Okay. Toady has left the room. He's off on his adventures. Yeah, it is pretty wild to be running my own business for 10 years. I never would have guessed. Like it didn't seem possible for a long time. I worked corporate for a long time, for 13 years, like till my mid-30s. So I always tell everyone that it's never too late for a career change. Doesn't matter if you're in your 30s or your 40s, 50s, whatever. Honestly, I think the only time it's really too late is when you're like wrapping up life. Like when you're, like super elderly, truly retired and kind of out of steam. Then it's time to chill. But you can always do new hobbies and whatnot, Always. And it's definitely good for you to try. Or good for me, good for us. It's good to try new things. Okay. So I'm going to do my favorite crystal trick to make it look transparent. Like my background color is this parchment, right? So if I just do a touch of it, the crystal quickly takes on a transparent mood, which I love. I love it. Never gets old. I did a little bit of the same on the jar, but I think I'm gonna probably make the liquid, like a color. So I kept it pretty minimal there. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll just make it clear like water. See, even like a few very small lines on that, like brought a lot of depth to it. Just a little bit of shadow on the bottom right hand side of things. Not worrying too much about consistency, but just for fun. Flame wouldn't have a shadow, but whatever, it'll add depth to it. Okay, what else have we got going on here? So that's looking pretty good. Kind of what I had in mind, and it's been fun. Sometimes it turns out how I have it in mind. Sometimes it takes on a life of its own. It's just the way it is. All right, darkest marker. And I've been doing the border with like a really, really dark, like an extra dark brown, which is looking kind of good. Almost looks like wood. Is it from this? And yes, my metallic paint, you know, I went a little overboard on it. Like I was laughing at myself. On this one, I did so much metallic. It was like, I like went at it like a toddler basically, but it was fun. And so yes, I went at it like a toddler and I don't regret it. But I did look at it and I was like, wow, I really kind of overdid that. It's okay. Sometimes you got to overdo it to know where that line is. It was quite fun though. I was like having such a good time with that. All right, so that's good. And then I have this one more super dark one. That I've been using for the border. Oh man, that breeze feels so nice. And yes, this is a coloring book, but it's also a book of powerful magic. Again, if you sign up for Grimoire Club on the freebies section of my website, you can get free printable mini versions of this, same information and same art. But you can also buy the paperback or a full-size digital. And these are a little smaller. They're like 5 by 8, something like that, 5 by 8 inches. And when I made the freebies, the Grimoire Club, I was trying to make the most powerful, magical instructions I could to like give to everybody to be widely available. And I think I succeeded. I think they've got some really good deep magic in them. And with, like, you know, very few words and symbolism and pictures that are easy to understand. And that was sort of my intention behind these. And we're up to 15. So there, if you sign up for Grimoire Club, you get the first 6, you get 1 per week for 6 weeks. And then it slows down to every other month. So every 2 months you'll get 1. And that's until you reach number 15. And then I have to get busy making some more. Because I've only made up till 15. So if you signed up my first round, like I guess it's over 2 years now. If you signed up when I first made it, you got number 15 in December. And anyone can sign up at any time. So I kind of designed it that way. So because I used to send out freebies, and if you missed it, like you missed it, I'd never resend it. But I wanted to do something that would be available, like a sequence for people to sign up anytime, and you know, everyone's on their own schedule, and you can catch up. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Let's see. What do I want to do? G7, let's see here. think I'm going to make this like very light green. Like a translucent, transparent green liquid in a clear jar. So not add too much. Oh, someone said that the sound is glitching. Well, nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. It is what it is. Also, maybe your sound is glitching. All right, let's see. Just trying to think about how I want the colors to play out here. Maybe add a little bit of yellow. Don't know. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that's fine. I was considering using just that lightest parchment color for this piece of parchment, but this very pale yellow is pretty good, actually. Actually, I really like that. Oh, and then the candle, let's see. Well, I think I'll go green with that. So not too much more here. I'm kind of down with keeping it simple, and I've got a few more things I need to finish before the end of the day, so probably cut it a little short today. Oh, I didn't do the pencil, huh? And of course, not everything has to be colored, so I could just leave it. So it looks kind of nice. And that label, I think I'll definitely do the jar label. Good. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, maybe I'll just make this like brown. Perfect. All right. All right. Lovely. Simple, but quite. Yeah, it's hard sometimes. No worries if no, internet connections are tough. Usually it tells me if my connection is unstable, which it is not, but it's not telling me that, but who knows? Probably the miracle of the internet. We're probably thousands of miles away from each other, yet we're together in spirit. It's so awesome. Okay, I'm not going to overdo it with gold paint, or so I tell myself. You never know. I like it. I do enjoy it. Edge, do a little bit on the edge. Okay. So let's see. I really like to splatter paint, so I'm going to do that. Look at those beautiful splatters. Look how gorgeous. Look at that. So good. Okay. Was anyone else a child in the 80s and there were those places at the mall where you did like splatter paint on a sweatshirt and they put it like in a spinner? Like a spinny spiral thing. Oh my god, I was obsessed. I loved that. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was a little bit dorky, but whatever. It was authentic to me. I personally like dorky people. I think that's a good quality. This morning I met, she was not dorky at all, but she was 22 and so enthusiastic about arts. And she was like, I do pottery, I do welding, I make this, I make that. Like, it was so refreshing. And it reminded me so much of when I was 22 and just super enthusiastic about all the art forms. And it was nice. It was nice to reconnect with that energy and see it in someone else. Okay, I said I was not going to overdo the gold paint. The jury is, did I overdo the gold paint? Oh well. I think it looks great. It was really fun to do. Hi, Patty. You missed it. It's okay. Next week. So thank you for joining me. That was really fun. If you colored something from one of my books, post it in the Facebook group or tag me on Instagram, or you can always email it to me if you want to keep it private, because I want to see what you colored. And I've been behind on posting. I will take a picture of this sometime soon. All right, and then I'll be back next week, and I will do the next page. And I'll be going back to green. So this is going to be pretty cool and green, I think. So thank you for joining me. Have a great night, and I'll see you soon.